Hey, I'm John. I love growing my own food and tropical gardening, so come and check out an update of my veggie garden. So I planted this veggie garden about 6 weeks ago now, and as you can see, everything is starting to grow up really well. My peas have got plenty of flowers on them, and even some of them have these mature green peas ready to be picked. My beetroots are coming along nicely, as are my cherry tomato plants. I've started picking some of my leeks. They're getting nice and thick and tasty, and my broccolis, which I planted in autumn, are starting to form these baby heads. I've got some more tomatoes over here which are growing up quite nicely. They've got plenty of flowers and soon should be producing tomatoes. I've also got 3 Brussels sprout plants and they still need a little bit more work to go. They're getting taller and they've got some tiny little Brussels sprouts just starting to form on the stems. They form just out of here at each leaf node. I've also planted raspberries at the back of my veggie garden, which I will probably regret once they get bigger, but that's okay, just something to learn. And I've started producing flowers, which I really don't know if that's common in spring. It's only the start of spring here, so maybe they just take a while. It's actually the first time I've grown raspberries before, so I guess I'll just have to wait and find out. My onions are also starting to put on some growth here, as you can see. But I don't know, I may put them in a little bit too late. We'll have to see if they mature in time before the heat comes. Also over here is going well. I've got some more garlic. I've also been eating my radishes. Some of these are still small. I grew these from seed and they've all grown at different rates, which is actually really good for me as I pick them slowly to have with salad. This blueberry bush has also been producing plenty of blueberries. As you can see down here, there's some that are nearly ready and then some other ones which are still quite green. And that brings across as well to the carrots. And this big carrot bushy area has grown up so nicely in 6 weeks. You can see they're getting some nice heads. I'll try and zoom in a little bit down here. I'm not sure. Some of them are like on a bit of an angle, but they still need, I think, a couple more weeks. But it's exciting to see still. My red onions actually are growing a bit better than the white onions, which we can see over here. Also got some of my eggplant here, which is looking good. They kind of took a long time to get growing, but now they're looking better, putting on some new growth. And then down here from seed, this is a zucchini I grew from seed. It's starting to get, I think, little flowers about to come out the sides. Now over here, there's a few more carrots, but all of these are my cabbages. And there's a nice kind of big red cabbage plants here and some green cabbage at the back here. And they're looking so healthy. They've just grown up really nicely in this past 6 weeks. They're even starting to form little heads on the top. Carrots here are going well too, and finally over here my eggplants at the back, and at the front there are some squash and some cucumbers. The cucumbers, there's one right here. They didn't grow that well, but the squash is looking good. Probably have some flowers forming soon, or if not, they're still putting on growth. Now this veggie garden area up here is going so well. So it's a lot of herbs and some greenery. I've got some lettuces, and I like to pick off these lettuces pretty much every day now. Have a nice salad. And then back here, we have my baby broccoli tree, or baby broccoli plant, and that is going crazy. Now, the top part is flowered, but I'm getting so many heads of baby broccoli. So these you just come along and you just cut the tops off, and you'll just keep getting more and more and more. But they also flower into these really, really very, very pretty flowers up here too, and they're great for the bees and great for some pollination. So each one of these heads, of course, turns into a flower. And you don't want to really eat them when they start turning into flowers because they get pretty bitter and they're not that nice anymore. But just look how much, like even at the back, like I keep coming out picking these and having them just, nice little bit of a stir fry with these, and they're so tasty. My herbs are coming along really well too. Look at my mint and bay tree, the sweet basil and the Thai basil is looking healthy, parsley. My celery is looking good, and I've got some celery seeds in as well. My kale, rocket, more kale, actually this is some more celery, and over there looks very similar, but it is the coriander or cilantro if you're from America. Some more rocket which I keep cutting. It keeps trying to flower, but I just keep cutting the flowers off. My chili plant at the back, some tomatoes. I need to stake these a little bit better. They're actually starting to fall over everything. But down here is my baby spinach, some more lettuces, which again I cut these every day. You can just keep cutting these outside leaves and they will just keep growing for quite a while. They're really good to grow. And then I've got in here lots of zucchinis. So these are going quite well as well. They were seedlings, and you can see in the center they've got some flowers coming off them. They're looking very healthy, and soon they should start producing zucchinis. So that's about it. So thank you for watching my 6-week update, and I'll update you guys again soon when things have grown some more.